Back to BLACKSITE tonight. We're going to talk about conservative Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson being exposed as a homosexual predator. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. Jesse Lee Peterson has been exposed as a homosexual sexual predator. First, we will use that word allegedly. I will say it again, allegedly. There is a new documentary with 4 men saying that Jesse Lee Peterson groomed them and basically took advantage of them. Jesse Lee Peterson is a Republican conservative. Many of you have seen him on Fox News. You have seen him on YouTube with interviews with Tariq Nasheed and other prominent black members of the community. Jesse Lee Peterson is one of those ministers who was strongly against homosexuality, transgenderism, and anything that has to do with the LGBTQI community. But in this documentary, he's being exposed by 4 men. They are saying that Jesse Lee Peterson took advantage of them. Jesse Lee Peterson used this organization to groom them, and that Jesse Lee Peterson had a long affair with this other minister that he worked with. I'm not surprised if this really happened. There are plenty of ministers that you know out here who have dabbled and probably are homosexuals. We know about the Catholic Church. But many of them hide behind the cloth about who they really are. Instead of coming out and say that I am a homosexual, they use the Bible and they use those strong words against homosexuality to cover up who they really are. Now, we don't know the truth. Yes, this is all alleged because it is a documentary. But we have to understand that the pulpit is full of liars, thieves, and people who really don't believe in the words they're saying. They use to religion to attract those who are weak so they can take advantage of them. We see this with ministers who fall for many women, and they happen to do it over and over again. This is the same thing with preachers or ministers who happen to be homosexuals. They find the weakest person and they take advantage of them. Jesse Lee Peterson basically is a firebrand. If you see his shows, you see him on TV, you see him giving interviews, he's a firebrand. He's an ultra conservative when it comes to the Bible. But it seems like in this documentary, I will leave a link in the description box, that Jesse Lee Peterson has been doing this for a long time. And these 4 men, and I'm not talking about young men, some of them may be young that we don't know about, but these are pretty older men who had relationships with Jesse Lee Peterson. And this is sad to say, because it seems like those who talk the most are those who are dabbling in the activities themselves. Jesse Lee Peterson has had homosexuals and transgenders on his show, and he has basically told them what they're doing is wrong, is against the Bible. But it seems like he has been doing the same thing. And these people have come out. One of the men in the documentary said he exposed himself and told his son that he was in a relationship with Jesse Lee Peterson. His son didn't believe him until Jesse finally broke down and said, yes, he was in that relationship. We have to keep saying allegedly, because we truly don't know about people's relationships. But the thing that we hate the most in society is a hypocrite. A person who says one thing and does another. especially when it comes to this issue, which is a highly volatile issue. Those will believe Jesse Lee Peterson, and there will be those who will not agree with Jesse Lee Peterson when it comes to this issue. Of course, Jesse Lee will deny that he's a homosexual, but when you have multiple people coming out saying this, Jesse Lee will have to just stop saying that this person is a drug addict or drunk. You know how Jesse Lee is with the words. But we want to truly know, is this true? And has he been using his organization to feed his fetish? We'll see what happens with Jesse Lee Peterson. Will Jesse Lee be another male or female who has been Me Too'd? Will he be held responsible by his activities? Will conservative groups cut Jesse Lee Peterson off? Will the people who follow and listen to him stop listening to Jesse Lee Peterson? Because he was such a firebrand. And most people can't stand hypocrites. Now, Jesse will probably say that this is a hit job by the LGBTQI community. He will say that the Democrats are attacking him because of his message. They may or may not be. I don't know. But these are Jesse Lee's friends, former business partners, former associates, former pastors, and former people he was supposed to be helping, saying that he was involved in this activity. We have to give the benefit of the doubt. Yes, we do. But we have seen this happen with so many people within the ministerial occupation that no one would be surprised if this was actually happening. I want to thank you for listening to BLACKSITE. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share this video.